All right, that's the fun stuff. We gotta get a little bit more serious again.
Okay. Oh, sigh.
You don't know when I take that aside.
Sometimes. Sigh.
You don't know when that. I'm pretty sure you're gonna edit that. You'll put like a speech bubble or something. When we get like this, we have to talk about the unfortunate toupee head. Because I don't even want to say his name.
Wow!
Toupee head has decided to put us on national lockdown.
Toupee head?
Toupee head.
Sound like a supervillain.
He might as well be. If he want to keep playing with people's lives like that. So Toupee head decided to...
Boris Johnson's.
Decided to... It should be Baby Johnson's. Decided to...
That company gonna sue you?
Hey, they not suing nobody, but I'm broke, so good luck with that. Anyway... Boris Johnson, yeah. Now, after most of the world is getting back to some form of normalcy, New Zealand has made us look stupid. France, flying high. Scotland, don't want nothing to do with us. Wales, absolutely despise us. Ireland, don't even care about us. And for some reason, England has to be the last one to actually care. And now the whole of the UK has been put on nationwide lockdown again. This is something that's been going on since March, but the actual disease...
Since March 2020?
Yes, but the actual disease was, first discovered in 2019, and there was crisis talks. Did Boris Johnson go to them? No. What happened? We end up being the last country to actually take this thing seriously. So what did he do? He locked us down. Then implemented tiers to gauge the seriousness of... the airborne disease, which black people in Wuhan was getting blamed for, and this is what I mean by it's so easy.
I remember it was like, Africans, get out.
So easy to pin stuff on us when we're not doing anything, and we don't actually have a voice in most of these communities. So therefore, you can just say that we've done anything. This has been happening since slavery. It's happening now, and until we actually become unified, which is why I don't like the fact that we're still against each other, we're never gonna get anywhere. But anyway, I say that to say. It started in Wuhan, it was crisis talks, nothing happened. Happened at the last minute, he locked things down in March. Around, I could say probably around August, something like that.
Eat Out to Help Out,
which would cost about £300 million to make that happen. That shows you that...
£300 million from who? The taxpayer?
Us.
I didn't sign up for that though.
Nobody did.
Damn.
Nobody did. Damn. But I say that to say it cost £300 million just to make that happen. And what happened? Did anybody really benefit apart from cheap food? Like there was no actual benefits. Nobody got better because of it.
Did you eat out? Because what restaurants a lot of places did is they got their prices up. So the discount didn't actually make sense.
Look at
that. I saw that a lot. People was like,
so that's my point.
Upset.
It didn't even do anything. So the government, I'm not going to say we, because I didn't put the Conservative government in power. Y'all did that. You all those white people that wanted Brexit and didn't even understand Brexit, wanted to put Boris Johnson, fake toupee head, in power.
Damn,
and what did he do? Nothing. And now, apparently, this year we officially left the EU, which was stupid, which means to import things, to buy things, to get milk, to get eggs, and all these other things that we actually don't homegrown. It's going to be way more expensive. So get ready for that, because you don't like the sound of Brexit until you realize that it's actually affected the economy, and there's a whole bunch of things that we get from other countries and import them. So now, because you've left the same places that we were getting these things from without a deal.
No deal Brexit. Sounds like a game show. No deal Brexit.
So, which means things are going to get way more tough in the middle of a lockdown that we should have stayed in since March.
For the Conservative Party, because Conservatives are wealthy people. It's just the people who vote for them.
We know we're not talking about the Conservatives going to suffer. We talking about the rest of the... We talking about people that actually matter, that actually care. Somehow you put a Conservative government in power like you've been doing since probably the 90s. And you still haven't learned this lesson. You didn't learn it with Tony Blair. You didn't learn it with David Cameron. You didn't learn it with Theresa May. You didn't learn it with Boris Johnson. When are you lot going to learn that these lot don't care about the majority?
How did Mike say it? All I want to say is that they don't really...
Right? The majority, that's us. We the ones taking the brunt of these dummies in Parliament shouting at each other, figuring out a way to keep us screwed. Whew. This is what they're doing.
Big facts.
So this idiot waited until the last minute to put us in the same lockdown that we was in March. March. and waited 2 days to cancel Christmas.
Yeah, that was messed up.
This is what I'm saying.
He gave them false hope.
This is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're definitely gonna get it. You're definitely gonna get it. Then at the last minute, he was like, psych.
This is what he's doing.
Do you remember how the trains got rammed to other cities?
Yes.
Where people had to like last minute.
This is what I'm saying. Like if he's constantly showing us that he's doing things last minute, then that means Jeremy Corbyn was right.
No. He's for the people. They don't want that.
He said
You're talking about peace and stuff.
He said free school meals. He said free broadband. He said lower the cost of travel. He said cut the tuition fees and then eventually abolish.
Apparently, he's anti-Semitic.
No, he's not. And this is what I'm saying.
That's what they said. That's how they got him out.
He's not no anti-Semitic, man. This is getting ridiculous at this point. They always like to use fancy words to make things sound worse than what they were. No, he's not.
You should be in politics, though, because you can really like argue. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Look a year later, man. Everybody wanted get Corbyn out. People were actually saying we want Boris Johnson in power. Now look, we back in the same place we was in March.
If it looks like a buffoon, smells like a buffoon.
In March.
It must
Are
be
you telling
buffoon.
me the best thing this fool done was another mistake, which was E.L. Taylor? That's the best thing he's done?
Yeah.
That's the best thing he's done. Decided to screw the whole country over because of the economy. So that then shows you that they care more about the economy than the people that make up the economy.
Damn. Facts.
I'm just saying, this is stupid. New Zealand is laughing at us right now.
They're gonna be like, oh, but you know, it's a smaller island.
Oh, get this, man. We're not talking about the size of the island. We're talking about the intuition of the people that run it. They heard about it, shut everything down. Nobody doing nothing.
Oh, Lord.
But this fool wanted, oh yeah, you could go outside to clap for the NHS again. No, we're not clapping for the NHS again.
I read today, the government said official, because the word was used, yeah?
Go on.
They said it's officially gonna be clap for the NHS.
You know what?
There's an announcement made today that it's official. You know, like when you do a music video, but it's not just any video, it's your official video. The government said it's official time. So when you clap now, you're not just clapping, it's official.
This is the nonsense that went. This.
So, I'm just saying, in case you want to be clapping in the evening.
Nobody.
If you want to clap tonight or some shit, or whenever, just let you know that your claps for the NHS from now on will be official. This is
the stupidness that we have to do with. This dumb stuff. We gotta deal with an idiot that feel like he can make an official announcement about clap for the NHS, but can't make an official announcement about what's gonna happen whilst, during, before and after we're in the same lockdown we were in. We was in a lockdown in March and nothing happened. I'm gonna say that again. We went in a lockdown in March, came out around August, and nothing happened.
Damn.
Nothing.
So I'm guessing what you're expecting from this is no results.
No!
I think I'm expecting the same thing.
We're gonna go through the same thing. And you know what people are doing? They do it in more. Oh, we in lockdown? I know. I'm gonna throw a house party. I'm gonna go get clogged up in the trains again. Oh, I'm gonna just, I don't care. I'm gonna pay a fine. I'm not wearing a...
People gotta live, man.
No.
When was the last time you went out and enjoyed yourself? It's a distant man. You know, I read it. You remember Saskilla?
Yeah.
From, in case people don't know who Saskilla is.
Gash by the hour.
New brand flex, big song like Gash by the Hour.
I draw gash by the hour. Gash in my slash goes up by the hour. If I draw gash by the hour, more chance I'ma get banged by the hour. Bang off cash straight for an hour. Popularity never goes by the hour. Yeah, I only man for an hour. Overtime the that's deep, that's sour.
So he put up a tweet, and this tweet's mad, bro.
What do you say?
Big up Saskilla for opening up some minds to this. He said his niece, his niece is 2 months old. So she's born within this period of lockdown, innit? So for a 2-month-old baby, she's not had contact with our babies. Because she can't, because remember the whole lockdown. Yeah. And it just, like, you don't think about stuff like that. Because that's very important. Little play dates, little nurseries, and little, just outside,
you need
people that. And like, you know what I mean? Even the family, the distant family, strangers. And that really touched home, because even when we look at it, throughout all what we feel and our oppression and stuff, at least we have memories of like last year or something.
Right.
This person's new to the world. They're 2 months old, and she's not even. She will only see other babies on TV or something,
Right.
bro. That's
Ridiculous.
mad.
This is the nonsense that he's pushing. Had we have stayed in lockdown from March, we would have been fine by now.
Had I taken that trip to Ghana, I would be fine right now.
Thanks.
I should be with Stormzy right now, bro.
Thanks, bro.
I should be in that remix video with Stormzy and Amanda right now, bro.
But no, we in boring Arsenal. I'm seeing NSG tweet, yo, we just set up a bomb.
You know they're closing the borders and that.
And
we can't go nowhere, bro.
I can't do nothing. I can't be with the homies back up. I'm stuck with fake toupee head.
Fake toupee head. That can stick, you know.
That's what he is.
That can stick.
He decided to get a toupee. He decided to get a haircut and toupee last minute.
You know his caricatures of him, yeah, look more normal
than him.
Bro, like, that's weird. That's weird.
This guy can't even button up his shirt.
No, he doesn't. It's intentional.
How is he supposed to?
I've been saying this a lot of time. It's intentional. He plays the clown. If you read the Laws of Power, you can see this. The jester. Everything he does is intentional, from the hair to the button. If you read the Laws of Power, you see what he's doing.
Wow.
Because you get people to underestimate you and say, oh, you're dumb, you don't know what you're doing, whatever. But at the same time, they can never relinquish power from you because you don't appear to be powerful in the first place.
Wow.
And you continue bumbling on and do anything you want to do and get away with it. And everyone says, oh, he probably didn't even mean that. There's no way he thought of that. He's dumb.
Horrible.
He's doing it on purpose.
This is what we have to deal with. An idiot like that. He was gonna step down this year, by the way. I think he said that last year.
Is it?
I think he said that.
I believe that as much as I believe Kim and Kanye are gonna divorce. Not gonna happen.
We know talking about.
Not gonna happen. He's gonna run like, you know, African dictators. He's gonna run until they come with firing squad to pull him out.
You go ahead and run with the Kim Ye stuff because.
Nah, I'm not touching it.
Oh, you're not touching it, you? Okay, cool. So we gonna skip right along. Black people's hair. Is it professional? Is it not professional? You go ahead and run on this because, you know, you're the black spurt when it comes to hair.
The what?
The black spurt.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this hair and stuff like that. I just made that up on the spot. If that's the thing, it's the thing now. So, you go ahead because you wanted to run point in this one. I'm gonna take a full back.
Yeah, the hair thing's crazy. When I'm talking about hair, I'm talking about the hair that grows out your head. So I'm not talking about hairstyles. I'm just talking about your actual hair. The hair thing is crazy because the hair is always a topic and I've got long hair. So, it's tied back at the moment, but you know, I've got long hair. And the hair thing is crazy because there's a lot of ignorance everywhere. There's a lot of ignorance and people just feeling like they have access to you. You know, people just feel like they can touch you and all kind of stuff. But it's everywhere. It's with people outside of our community, but also we need to address that is with people within our community and even within ourselves. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to hair, and I said I'm talking about hair, not hairstyles. Just the hair that grows out your hair. So, you know, if it comes from an Indian lady and you've sewn it in, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about yours. Okay. And I was just brainstorming on, you know, how, because we hear this a lot, you know, like a non-black person will come up to you and want to touch your hair, and how just dehumanizing and infuriating it can be. And I was just thinking about my personal experiences. Like, so one experience I remembered was when I was in Wood Green Station, the underground station, and this white girl came up to me on the escalator and just pulled my hair. I don't know if it felt like she was trying to get like a chunk of it. Pulled my hair and then she ran up the escalator. Do you know what I mean? But she pulled it, and it's like anyone with long hair, like I've got sensitive scalp, but regardless of anyone with long hair just pulls it, like they're gonna get a chunk of it. It's like it's not just like infuriating, it's violent. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's oof. But then she ran up the escalator, and every part of my soul wanted to like go after her and like fully just berate her for what she just did. Like, how dare you? Like, what are you doing? Like, what the hell? And in that moment, and everyone else is looking at me like, oh, what's he gonna do? In that moment, I know that I can't chase after her because I know once I catch up with her and start telling her off, she is gonna start crying. Yeah, which is a weapon, and everyone's gonna see the crying white girl.
And the angry black man.
Dark black man with dreadlocks. Because there's a stigma behind their dreadlocks, and I'm going to touch on that even more later. Yelling at her. And then the part that actually made me sad was when I realised immediately after that she knows this. She knows she can do this and how it would look if I try to tell her off. And that's what empowered her within a society to come up to me, a black man, and pull my hair, even with the kind of energy and strength she did. She knows that she can get away with this because if I try to tell her off or anything, she has all the support, all the power in her defense. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's what made me sad. Like, okay, that's why she did this. I don't even think it was a thing of curiosity or anything. It was, she knows there's practically nothing I can do. If I call the police even and try to, this girl just pulled my hair or whatever.
Right. Nothing.
So then,
right.
It's not like if I was a woman or something and I called the police and the guy just grabbed my hair.
Right. That's different.
She knew there was nothing I could do.
Wow.
And that's what she did. Do you know what I mean? So that's an experience from someone outside of our community. Then I thought of an experience of people within our community, within my household even. So when I was younger, because I've not always had dreadlocks, I've had different, I've had haircuts and different styles. So when I was younger, I had an afro. And I remember there was one point my afro got really big because I have a lot of hair. I have hair in my family, so my hair grows quick. So there's a point my afro just like, do you know what I mean? So like overnight, my afro was like really big. I used to have that little afro comb, pick it out and everything. And I remember my dad and his brother, my dad and my uncle, Ghanaian men, African uncles, the Ghanaian men, they came up to me, and I was even studying at the time. So they like, it'd be a study break, I guess, because they interfered. So I was studying, and they both gave me a lecture on how I should cut off my afro, because when I'm studying, with the hair and the molecules and the strands in the scalp, when I'm studying, it's going to cause a barrier that's going to block some of the information to get in fully. Like, you can't really think too well and process the study materials. That's why you should like cut your hair. And as a little boy, I'm just looking at them like, because at this point I was an honor student. I'd been moved up a year because I was just acing the exam. The work was too easy for me. I wasn't being challenged. So I was an honor student that had recently been moved up a year. So all the information was coming clearly being absorbed. I mean, if I absorb any more information, I'm writing the textbook. Like, do you know what I mean? So that was like the ignorance within our community, because this is like my father and my uncle saying this to me. Do you know what I mean? So you look at that, and then I have to touch on even within ourselves. So I've touched on outside our community, within our community, even in ourselves. Yeah. I remember being as a young boy, just thinking, people dreadlocks, because I didn't always have dreadlocks. People dreadlocks, especially men, because you mostly saw men. I didn't really see a lot of women with dreadlocks, but people dreadlocks, especially men, were all like violent criminals and smelled really bad because that hair must be rotten, whatever. And I didn't realize these were not my own opinions, my own minds, because I didn't know any people with dreadlocks. So this was like from films, right, media, advertising, and hearsay within the black community, especially the African community. You know, those Jamaicans with their dreadlocks. Yeah, I mean, they just smoke weed and they smell bad. Like,
the same if you wear a do-rag, it's the same thing.
I'd never met any. So when I got to college, I started making friends, and some of my friends were Rastafarians. Right. And they always smelled like coconut and herbs and just sweet, good. And unlike my other friends, these people just showed me love. Like, my other friends were cool, but these people were like, my Rastafarian friends were always the ones to ask me like, have I eaten? And ask me about where my head was at, like, trying to like nourish my soul. Do you know what I mean? Always. Do you know what I mean? So there was a loving thing to these guys that didn't go with the stereotype that had been given about them smelling bad and being bad people. Yeah. And they were always anytime anything kicked off, because testosterone, college times, they were always the ones, brother, we're all, you know what I mean? Exactly. They're always like breaking up fights and teaching us self-worth and know who you are, and that's your brother. You know what I mean? So it really like shattered the stereotype in my mind, which led me to try and meet more people and really understand, figuring out the world for yourself and not what society, media or parents tell you. So I gave those 3 examples just to show you that black hair, and again, not the hair you buy or the hairstyle, the hair in your scalp. Black hair is proper weaponized in this world. And you gotta be very careful because, like I said, it's weaponized against you from outsiders, people outside of the black community, but it's also weaponized from people within your community, other black people, even within your own household. You have to be very careful not to take on those ideas. And finally, you have to understand that it's even weaponized within yourself and your own just bigotry towards someone else's hair who looks like you, and just ignorance. And you have to even check that within yourself and just ask yourself, where are you getting this information from? You know what I mean?
To add on to that, bro, it's the same in wave culture. Apparently, guys with waves are soft. Apparently, a do-rag is, unethical. Especially, apparently in America, they can't even wear do-rags in class.
Unethical?
They can't wear
What's the ethics part about?
I don't know. It's just like, it's not like you know how, let's say, locks would be deemed as unprofessional.
Yeah.
It's almost the same thing in wave culture. Like, you can't wear. Like, you go to school, they're going to make you take your weight.
You can put anything on your head except a do-rag.
You can't. It's the same,
crazy.
you can't wear a do-rag in class. They actually banning it. And they don't understand, like you just said, our hair is weaponized by outsiders. They don't understand that it's an actual culture. It's a lifestyle.
Yo, you can't mess with...
it's part of...
You can't mess with some people's ways.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing. And this is all part of what? Black people culture.
That's crazy.
It's only in recent times that white people...
It's a piece of silk.
Yeah, like it's something that literally protects your head. Right?
It's like a control
this is even if you don't have waves, if you just got regular hair, afro or high top, you put do-rag on, you're preserving your hair.
Do you know what they're gonna say?
What?
Because the same thing they said to me, why don't you just cut your hair? Or they're gonna be like, so why don't you just take it off then?
Stupid.
Like, but the issue is
stupid.
It's easy to say that because maybe you don't have to. Do you know what I mean? Because the whole, why don't you just not wear it then? If you want to work in this place, then you gotta. It's weird because I used to get that. Why don't you just cut your hair if your dad's bugging kind of? And it's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the answer, really?
They choose rather to not understand than to understand, and that's our whole point. Don't allow people that don't understand you to weaponize something that you understand. This is internally. My mom says all the time she don't want to see me wearing it outside the house. This, that, and the third, blah blah blah.
But you're breaking the stereotype.
Of course.
The more people are seeing you and see how gentle you are. It's the same with my dreadlocks.
My mom said it.
Same with my dreadlocks. In my African household.
Yes.
I've had dreadlocks for years now. Where outsiders, everywhere I go, people see me and be like, "Oh, your dreadlocks are so neat," whatever. Which is a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
But still, people see it and see how gentle I am, and in the summer we'll be training with the kids and all that kind of stuff.
Come on.
And even my own family, they see how I'm not even still the same me. Like since I've started growing locks, I've changed. I'm just way more, because this is your antennas, I'm just way more into like knowledge of self.
To be honest with you, I'm co-signing that because my mom's seen, like she's seen this. Like she's seen how I look on camera. She's seen that, oh wait, no, it's different. Like you actually are actively trying not to look like everybody else. You actually giving yourself an image. You actually
beacon of light, bro.
You understand what I'm saying? Like these things are all black people culture, especially black males. Like it's culture. It's there's nothing wrong with being black. There's nothing wrong with taking on your culture. There's nothing wrong with accepting yourself. There's nothing wrong with being who you are. In this society somehow, our culture and our likeness and what we are and who we are and what we associate with has been frowned upon, has been flipped, has been reversed, and has been manipulated to make and made to look like something it isn't.
Facts.
And it's our job to constantly tell them that you're wrong.
And just live your bro. Because they won't make this connection. And when I say, they're gonna be like, oh, the same way anyone can fix their mouth. Yeah. And be like, that drill music is what's making these kids stab each other and all this madness they're talking about, and drill's to blame. It's the same way, yeah, that you don't like it when people are actually saying, this hair on my head makes me a thief, a criminal, I'm smelly, I'm unhygienic. You know what I mean? It's the same way.
You know, like, I don't think they understand. And I'm gonna have to big us up here. This ain't easy to maintain. I'm gonna just put it out there.
It'll be cheaper to cut my hair.
What? Do you know how many hours
I
you
have to import the juices and berries and thing them like. Get me?
Do you know
they
what
don't grow here? They don't grow here.
Do you know I have to go and get the products and to how to and the washing styles and the hours and the mirrors and the angles and all of that, and there's different variations of waves. There's 180 waves, there's 360 waves, there's 540 waves, there's 720 waves, there's hybrid waves.
Talk to them.
You lot don't understand. This is a whole thing, and every level of wave is hard to maintain. It takes hours and hours, which actually means that you have to be more cleanly, which actually means you have to be more neat, which actually means you have to pay more attention to what it is that you're doing. It's actually way easier to just leave it and not maintain it and not take care of it and just let it do whatever you want.
But black men and women, your hair's your crown. If you call yourself, you want to call yourself kings and queens, then wear your hair like a crown, bro.
You know why I got my waves? This man right here.
I'll tell you this, man. Bro, I don't know if it's Brexit or whatever, because I use organic, extra virgin, cold pressed coconut oil. And for 3 months now, I can't get that.
Wow.
I can get organic coconut oil. I can get coconut oil. I can get organic cold pressed coconut oil. But let me repeat, for 3 months, I've not been able to get my hand on organic, extra virgin, cold pressed coconut oil. And because I make my own product. I make my own creams and
that's also
hair stuff, whatever, and I have to get the ingredients.
Also part of culture, by the way.
And there's one ingredient missing, bro. I've had to stretch the little coconut I had left. I've had to be stretched down, like, because it don't grow here. You know what I mean? And I like this stuff like I just think
it's the same thing. You maintain your hair. You know what I'm putting in it? I'm putting sulfur 8 in it.
Ooh, I want to give one shout. Shit. That make your scalp feel free.
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the bando oil on my beard. Like
beard bando?
Yes.
Not just any bando. Which bando?
Beard bando.
The beard bando.
You feel me? Like this is hard work to maintain our skin. I'm getting the black soap to wash and bath on my skin, like to make our skin pop.
For my Ghanaians,
don't
it's
understand.
Alatasamina.
Yes, and in Nigeria it's actually called dudu osu.
Dudu osu.
Right? I say that to say, yeah, like our culture is beautiful, and when you realize that we've been lied to, we've been like deprived of all these beautiful things that help bring out the radiance in our skin, help maintain and give healthiness to our hair and our facial hair, help make us who we are and add to who we already are. Facts. And what happens? It gets demonized by people that don't understand it.
They don't care, bro.
It's crazy.
I want to give a shout out before we go.
Go ahead.
You know Lippy Lip Shot?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
Yeah.
Me shout out Lippy Lip Shot right now. I don't know much about the brother. I see him trending here and there and popping up and talking and things, and to be honest, I never really click on it. Like, I don't know. Oh God. But I see his name. But today I finally clicked on something. So I want to give him a shout out for that specific thing I saw. He tweeted, it was just like, you know, I think he was just trying to bust joke, I think. But he tweeted, he can't keep up with the new slang with the youngers because he was on the block. I can't remember if he said he was sitting on the block or standing on the block, but he was just on the blocks, yeah? He was on the block in the hood, in the ends, and the kids were yelling out something, which is apparently the Somalian word for police. But they were yelling out this word and running. So in his mind, he's thinking the word was someone's name. So he's like, oh, whoever that guy is, I hope this kid's don't catch him. Because he thinks they're looking for someone and chasing the person. And then not long after that, because he didn't run, he was still on the block, the police came, and what the word actually means is police. So the police came and then strip searched him for being on the block. But I'm giving this shout out because it's like a man who, although I don't follow him or whatever, like I said, I see him trending, I see him always popping up. So he's definitely involved in the culture, and I guess he might be revered, or he's a big player in the culture. So for someone like that to talk about, because everyone wants to talk about I was in this location or I was popping bottles or whatever, but someone like that to talk about I was on the block with the youngers, it's like, people don't realize how big that is. That this is a guy who's trending, and the youngest can be like, yeah, he tweeted that he was on the block with us. Like, he was on the block with us yesterday. Yeah. For someone like that to say that he was just on the block with the youngest or whatever, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because I saw a bunch of other tweets talking about a big man like you still on the blocks, this, that, and again trying to demonize it. Yeah. Again, it was our people trying to demonize it, and it's so funny. And what's funny to me is these are the same people that are talking about they don't know how to reach the youngers. These people are out here telling grown men
What to do?
not to spend any time on the block around the youngers, yeah? Telling the youngers, we don't like your music, so stop it, yeah?
Right.
So just stopping everything, yeah? But it's the same people that are complaining, we don't have to reach the youngers. Because you refuse to go on the block. Because they're not going to come to your territory.
They don't know about it.
They're not going to meet you where you are.
Right.
No, not youngers not going to come. If you're a big shot law firm, they're not coming, bro. Because if you want to reach anyone, you got to go to their level, bro.
Not only that,
Yeah?
but they need to know that you're from where they're from.
And the fact that, yeah, but again, the fact that he can relate like that, so it's like, these people are not willing to spend any time on the block to reach the youngest that way. They're not willing to take in the music and, do you know what I mean? You're telling me all drill, even if you don't like the violent content of the fact, all drill is violent? Bro, there's bare different types of drill.
Different types.
But I'm saying, these are the same people who always complaining, yeah? Because all they do is complain. The same people are complaining about the youngers, we don't know how to reach them, this, that and the other, yeah? They're not taking any interest in our nonsense programs that we've created without consulting them, but you want them to be in part of. And yeah, all you do is demonize their creative outputs, and you tell other people like you, who these youngers can relate to basically not to hang with the youngers.
Yeah, to alienate them.
Because you're telling a big, what if Lippy feels away? What if he reads those messages and feels away now? Because as a big celebrity, whatever, he's like, oh man, never said I should be on the block. So them kids never see Lippy again.
Horrible.
So now the only way you can see Lippy is on the big time things, innit? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we need to be, listen, in the summers I'm in the blocks. I don't even live in the blocks no more, I live in a quiet. In the summers I'm in the blocks. When we go out and we coach these kids, when we play basketball, whatever, we walk them home, we bust them home, do you know what I mean? I'm in the block, I'm in the hood, do you know what I mean? I'm not tweeting, because he's not allowed to give advice.
Twitter things.
I'm not tweeting to tell them to keep off the streets. No, I go on the streets to show them, I go on the streets to show them how I'm living. That's how I get them off the streets.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean?
You gotta connect.
I'm in the streets to get them off the streets.
You gotta connect.
As a big man, I police my own neighborhood. I'm on the block, I chill. In the summertime, I go for a long walk, we sit down, I'm like, oh, you lot there? Bruv, don't be moving like that. And then we jam. And after I tell them off, you hungry? You want some ice cream? Like, and I look out, you know what I mean?
Come on. And that's very important. The elders in the community is very, very important.
Yeah.
You gotta show them that it's something that you can conquer. You can definitely make something of yourself, because these kids don't feel like there's anything past the same block that they're living on. And that's the whole point of understanding that your influence, understanding your infrastructure, understanding that they've been told that by other people that don't understand them.
Facts, bro.
So people that do understand them need to come and tell them, listen,
come on the block, bro.
You need to unlearn all of this stuff. You can't be listening to this. You can be more. You can be anything you choose to be, as long as you concentrate on it.
You want the kids inside on PlayStation? I don't understand. That's another thing as well. How you gonna demonize man chilling on the block?
I don't get that.
So I'm supposed to buy a house or pay rent in the house and not enjoy the full everything that comes with the house. You probably pay like, you know, that tax that comes with a flat to like maintain, you know what I mean, that community charge or whatever. Because are you gonna, people literally say big man of your age, because apparently he's like 38.
It don't matter what.
And then like big man of your age sitting on the block. I'm like,
it don't matter what ages.
So these what you go work and just go inside.
They don't know why he was there. And
I'm saying, but you just stay inside.
But that's my point. That's my point. Like, a lot of people have advice on the internet. Like, you are not willing to really go outside and actually go see your community.
They don't care about the kids, bro. They don't care. These people that talk this way and make jokes at people's expense, like Lippy, who is out there with the kids, they don't care about the kids, bro. They don't care about nothing, bro. Because for you to fix your fingers to type that a man shouldn't be chilling on the blocks, yeah? Because the first thing I saw wrong with that tweet is like, right, man got strip search.
Right.
That's exactly. Mad, they violated your rights, whatever.
Yeah. For no reason.
They didn't care that he got violated. That's the first thing I saw. They cared that he was on the block with kids.
Horrible.
You know what I'm saying? Horrible. No, I didn't see them say, oh, right, they come and watch strip search, man. Like, what kind of madness? Nah, that's mad. Nah, they were like, oh, big man, you're on the blocks, haha.
Stupid.
They're on some, I'm glad you got strip search. You know the kind of people like, oh, you're wearing a hoodie, you got shot, haha.
Evil.
And that's our people. Them kind of things when I see, I just think, these are not trying to invite the youngest into the home, you know. And they don't want you in their home.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be on the block with you. But you're gonna take some advice from me.
But that's my point. Like you're only trying to be real for the internet. You're not really trying to be real. Like how we are on camera is how we are when the camera's not on. And if you know us personally, you know that that's just how we are,
bruv.
That's just it. Like it's not fake. It's called being authentic. Respectfully.
Facts.
I still don't agree with him saying J Huss got more bangers than Kendrick, but that's another conversation.
That's music. I'm talking about real life. That's like music taste.
I'm talking about
this guy
being a real person.
This guy tweeted that he was on the block with the youngers, and I'm like, rah.
Being real.
You know how the celebrities like to get celebrity and it's like,
and then you just
this guy tweeted, I want to block.
No, I respect.
Big up Lippy
all the time
for actually being on the block with the youngers.
Reaching back.
Because anything he's achieving. Nothing. These youngers don't believe what they see on TV. Anything he's achieving, these youngers are seeing him on the block and then see him achieve it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big you up, Lippy, for that. I just wanted to big you up real quick for that.
Hey, man.
Let's get to BunDat.
Yeah, we gotta get to the BunDat section. You already know what I'm gonna say. Fake toupee head.
Wow. Boris Johnson's.
Yes. Your national-wide lockdown that should have been continuously implemented from March up till now. Imagine we start the new year and the first thing you do is announce something that we were doing since last year. So yeah, I'm sorry. You know I'm gonna put it like that because that's exactly what he did.
Yo.
So Boris Johnson, your national-wide lockdown and your plans to do absolutely nothing in the lockdown. BunDat.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch on the hair thing. Yeah, and I'm gonna open up to all hairstyles, whatever. Listen, feeling any kind of entitlement. To touch someone anywhere because anywhere else to come into anyone's personal space anywhere is unanimously DJ Khalid is that. That was DJ Khalid. Yeah.
Another one.
But yeah,
smart.
Touching anyone or coming to the personal space. Everyone everywhere sees that as something wrong.
Yep.
But they put an asterisk when it comes towards touching black people's hair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So first of all, like that. Then the ignorance within our own community to demonize the hair that grows out your head. These are the same people that complain about weave and all this other stuff.
Right.
But all they do is demonize the hair that grows in your head. They want to have it both ways.
You can't.
Yeah?
You literally can't have it both.
It's the same Lippy situation. They demonize men for spending time with the kids on the block, but want the kids off the block. Like, do you know what I mean?
Horrible.
So,
demonize
that within ourselves, within our community, within outsiders, even within ourselves.
Yeah.
If you're looking within yourself and you're constantly finding something wrong with people that look like you, with what grows out their hair and stuff, and then creating your own narratives, all of that, all that negativity towards black hair that grows out of black scalps. Yeah. I just want to say,
BunDat.
Do you know what I mean?
Hey. I think that's it, I don't think we got anything else to bun. I'm gonna be real.
It's not bad. One more time. I love drill. I love drill. I love you kids. I love your dances. I love your bars. I love your wordplay. I love your flows. Get me? Yeah. I love your creative thinking. I don't feel a lot of people get that a lot of this stuff is stories.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that a lot of this stuff is lies. If man's 16, there's no way he's held an M16. Get me?
So
it just rhymed with 16.
The demonization of drill and trying to get it banned and to actually associate it with the death of poor innocent people.
BunDat. One last love, don't go yet. Listen, youngers. If any youngers are watching this, or any of you are watching, let your youngers see this, yeah? Youngers, I'm on the block. I don't do too much of the cold, but in the summer, I'm on my mountain bike. As you know, I play basketball, I'm on the basketball parks, I'm on the block, yeah? I'm on the block, I'm talking to the youngers, get me? We're getting a little munch.
You have to.
I'm on the block.
Go do that.
They're asking me how I got this, how I'm driving, like what I'm doing. I'm answering. Youngers, I'm on the block. Olders, yeah?
You gotta do better.
Get on the block, bro.
You gotta do better.
Get on the block, talk to these youngers, show them how it is. Stop trying to tell people. No one's trying to hear nothing.
Yeah, like don't tweet the youngers.
No one's trying to hear nothing.
Don't tweet the youngers, don't Instagram
Try and find the bars that you do like in this song or whatever. If you got something better that sounds better, play that to them.
Show them. Yes.
Yeah? But olders, get on the block. Especially Mandem. Yeah, this is out to the Mandem. Olders, get on the block, bruv. Because they look up to us, get me?
Facts.
They look up to us. But they don't know how we got what we got. And the news and everything says we got it illegally. And they're going to believe that until we're on there, we're showing them what time it is.
That's a fact.
Do you know what I mean? So I love y'all.
I've been AJ Ron.
King Aries.
You just finished listening to
BunDat Podcast.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Look out for the links below. Shout out to Planet Gocman and the crew and everything like that. Lippy, big up to you as well. Black people, embrace your natural hair and your natural selves. If you got waves, rock your waves. You got locks, rock your locks. You got your afro out, rock your afro out.
Hey, if you got yellow beard, rock your yellow beard.
Maintain your beard. Do whatever you need to do to be the best version of yourself, and don't let anybody demonize you regardless of how you look or what they think you look like. That's it. We out.
Shit, let me go drive home to some drill real quick. Let me go catch it up slipping. Catch him lacking.
Hey, man.